Okay, so doing a lot of dying. I actually have the difficulty set higher than I did last time I played, so I think we are going to put it back to where it was last time I played, at average. Alright man, I'll still be here, so all is well. I'm still gonna die. That's the funny thing, even at normal I'm gonna die. It'll just be slightly slower. See? Slightly slower. Because magic. Jesus.
What was that?
Go, Farkas! Damn it, Farkas. Oh god, I let them all come. This was an awful, awful idea. Yeah. What do we do, Farkas?
We should keep moving. Until next time. Time to end this.
Please, someone do
Oh. Don't die on me.
It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Okay,
I can't even keep track of all the people who have been in and out of this fort. They come, they go. I barely notice.
well. That happened. Oh god. Really? Okay. I was actually going to be a little upset if it was all the way at the bottom. Poison! Cool. I actually kind of want to get the level so that I have something to
What was that?
abuse. Good job, Farkas. Good job, Farkas. He just fucked Farkas up. Damn. I don't want to go up there. That's the problem. 'Cause I knew that would happen. He decided to come find me. Is he out of magic? Holy shit. Good job, Farkas. You have become the meat shield. Wait. Okay, now we'll abuse this level up. Can't do that yet. Oh, we can do this though. Boom! More damage. Okay. Take that. That. Wait, what's my weight at? Okay, 10. I do need Becky. Body. Yay! Aww. Burned corpses. Wonderful. Okay, let's... No. No. Got it. Okay. Yet to be over here. Doesn't a book. That's a warhammer. That's a helmet. I bet the steel plate gauntlets. That's useful. Nice. Lots of good shit up here. What am I wearing as like gloves right now? Steel gauntlets of smithing. Well, welcome back, sir. These are better, but these have smithing. Oh, light armor. Hello, Imperial Corpse. I will take your armor. What am I doing? That is the question. I don't think I need that outright. What's over here? The prison. Okay. That's the door. I want to go to the prison. What's the quest telling me to do? Retrieve the fragment. Oh. I guess I wasn't in the right... Well, that's... Okay. I want to go to the prison.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh, hi. Ow. Oh, that was a waste of my, out. Okay, well... get rid of... this? That. That, because we don't have Lydia for this. Basically, is kind of how I look at it. Loot and skills. Honestly, I view my skill ups as more important right now, because I'm dying a lot. Am I wearing dwarven boots? Holy shit, I am. I forgot about those. Deeper into the prison we go. You're dead? You have butter. It is so nice of them to give their prisoner butter. They're in the doorway, Farkas.
Is someone there?
No. No one is sitting here lockpicking. Go back to doing nothing. Oh god, a mage! Oh god, a mage! I'm scared. Ouch. What's Farkas doing? Did he find someone else to fight? They seem broken. Jesus. I'm lost. I don't even know where Farkas went.
Get lost, friend.
Oh.
tear you to pieces.
Dude, those 12 coins. You gotta count them over and over and over again. You gotta make sure all 12 are there at every point in time. Never can there be a moment where they don't know where that last coin is. I don't know if I want to deal with the buggy mage again. Because he got himself stuck behind his fucking box. God, that mage. That mage legitimately upset me.
Over here.
Come. Well, they're stuck again. Oh, fuck it. It's not worth the time. What's funny is I'm not even where I'm supposed to be. I just warped here. And I thought it was where I was supposed to be. Oh well. Why is the music still epic? Okay, there we go. It's not gonna help. Because I had no arrows. And even if I went back and got all the arrows, that mage two-shots me. A longbow would take about 30 shots, so it would either take about an hour to kill, waiting for mana regen, or I'd just die not waiting. Because it would be like, charge, shoot, heal, because he just hit me with one lightning bolt. And that's half my HP. And then wait a while. Charge, shoot, heal. Wait a while, charge, shoot, heal. It wouldn't be worth it at all. Cause yeah, like my archery's 15, cause I don't bow. Not a thing I typically do.
Are they reforming at dawn?
Take a good look around. I'm sure you. How do you feel? Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
I probably should have kept that. But money.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
But yeah. It's kind of the problem. Like playing
Dragons, what do I get?
oh yeah, I have them. I was really into this game back in the 2011-2012 area before I actually gave Dark Souls a try. And even though I still haven't beat Dark Souls, I prefer it. And it's still a big deal that I was into it at all because those were the end of my MMO years where I was still going at it really hard.
When the Empire surrendered,
Like I still play them, just not as crazy as I did in high school and the couple years afterwards. So for me to say I really enjoyed a game like from the period of 06 to 12 is pretty big, because I didn't play many. It was a lot of random MMOs and WoW. And sometimes I'd play a single player game. Not usually. That's the thing though, and this is very important because there's a difference. The thing about me and this channel that you learn, I am very vocal about hating difficulty settings. Because they're very lazily implemented. The game was designed for one setting and then they just changed some numbers for the and bam, new difficulties. I don't like that. If you want a game to be hard, then just make it hard. That's my stance on it. I'll play hard things, but if you're gonna give me options, I'm gonna pick the one you meant it to be on, which is normal, because it's normal. Normal insinuates that you made the game for this difficult. Granted, there are some games that I've played enough where I'll play them on harder difficulties because I've gotten really used to them. Like Batman Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, and Arkham Origins, and the Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm playing Birth by Sleep on Proud difficulty. But typically, I get very my mindset is very stuck in my own way about difficulty settings. And it's not a good thing, because I think they could implement difficulties that are really unique. But that costs money, so it's never going to happen.
tread lightly.
And it upsets me a little, but I accept it. Because essentially, to make difficulty settings interesting and really matter for anything other than ego, you'd essentially be making at least 2 games. Because you'd be changing almost everything for the difficulty.
Be careful around the burial stones. I'll call you back before
And I wouldn't wish that upon a developer. I'd love to see it. I'm not going to like sit here and say they have to do it. But yeah, it's always been that way for me though, because like even when I was younger, I never understood people's obsession with playing things on the hardest difficulty. And I really don't now. like my only explanation for it is ego. But I mean, ego is a strong motivator, so it makes sense. The ability to say I did that and have the ego and morale boost is a good motivator, but it's not something I need. But I do like a good balance. I used to, and it's funny because when I was a kid, and even until I started streaming, I played games on the easiest difficulty because I played for story, and I still do. I play story first, then atmosphere. Nah, because that's kind of how, that's Bethesda's difficulty curve. It starts off like impossible if you play on harder difficulties, and as you go up it becomes not impossible, it becomes really easy. So no, it's not bad. It's bad of Bethesda to design it that way. If that's not what they were going for anyway. If they were going for the game gets easier as you explore and immerse yourself in their world, then it's not bad at all in any sense, but I don't know how they were what their mindset was on the difficulty. But yeah, like I used to play everything on the easiest difficulty settings, and I would use like the game Sharks and action replays, which is funny because I did that, and it turned into like game trainers on PC games, and it was really bad.
Now look what you got yourself into. No worries.
For games that
Just
I
sit
didn't
tight.
care, I just wanted to hear the story.
What was that?
It's time to die.
Cause yeah, I'm story and atmosphere first. Gameplay
No mistake, companion.
last, like, and difficulty's way at the bottom of the like
That armor.
Killing
gameplay
will make for
subgenre.
an excellent story.
It's still important
None of you will be
to have a balance there, but I don't see the appeal. But it's because I didn't grow up understanding it, I guess. I understand challenge, because you should always challenge yourself. But apart from that, I don't understand. I guess. Well, I do, but not for me. But yeah, when I started streaming, one of the big reasons I did it was because of my like crutch to use cheats, and I hated that. I hated that I would automatically go to Game Shark and Action Replay and stuff like
It's a
that
blessing
when
given
I
to
just
some of
didn't
us.
care.
Oh no. We should keep moving. Still the Trogger to worry about.
Because it really isn't a good habit. And when you're on cast, you can't, because people watch you. So it's a good
Trogger to
deterrent.
worry about.
And it's one of the reasons I've been playing Dark Souls on cast, because I never actually beat it. In fact, I would always give up and like give myself infinite souls so that I could just walk around in the game, which is boring. after you've actually played it for real. So.
What was that?
I got a new sword. Not much stronger, but it'll work. Boom. Oh wow, it's already like 40 minutes into the next break. Aha! Had to fool me, Draugr. Oh, I can see it for co-op for sure, because all of my friends are those you have to play it on hard or you aren't playing the game at all type of people. And like you can't predict how like the other player wants to play the game unless you know them. So it's easier to just go for challenge. Because typically that's looked at favorably. Typically. Plus, especially for that situation, because I'm the same way. If a game gets me to come back to it, I'll up the difficulty just to see if I can do it, or try to do it because I didn't do it last time. I'll do that. Because I didn't do it last time. I should do it this time. But I mean, I watch a lot of big streamers who like big variety casters, and watching them start a game is so painful to me because like especially a few that I watch, because they're kind of in the same mindset as me, where like your first playthrough you really just kind of want to play the game and learn it and enjoy it. But when you've got like, well, it depends on the caster, but a couple of them have a couple thousand people watching, and it's like when you've got 100 people in your chat room saying you go big or go home and only play hard and shit like that, it's hard to pick something else. I haven't finished a Halo game because I played the online for Halo 3 for like an hour and a half, and it was okay. And I played the ODST a little bit, and I thought it was okay. And I played a little bit of Halo 1, and it was okay. I didn't get to play it co-op, which probably would have helped, because playing a game with someone who enjoys it always helps. because they can bring the enthusiasm. That's how I got through Gears of War 2, was playing with someone who enjoyed it. I thought it was just okay. I didn't have that for Halo, because, yeah. People were telling me to play it, I didn't want to play it. Eventually when I tried to play it, it was way late and everybody had, like, stopped caring about the series. So, yeah. Not that I really, regret not finishing Halo, because there aren't that many, like, pure first-person shooters I can really get into. Because there are plenty of first-person shooters I like, and I used to say first-person shooter isn't a genre I can get into, but it's not true the more I think about it. But pure FPSs, yeah, because when I think about it, there aren't many I would go back and that are like pure FPS. There's like Borderlands, but that's an FPS RPG. And it's really more RPG than FPS, to be fair. Especially for people who aren't very good at the game. The RPG elements heavily outweigh the FPS elements. There's I like the BioShock series, but again, not really a pure FPS. Lots of non-gun elements to those games, except for the last one. It's a little bit harder to say that for the last one, but at the same time, yeah. Trying to think of other FPSs I really enjoy, and off the top of my head I can't name. Destiny? Because if we're talking Destiny, I think that's okay. I've never played it, but from what I've seen it just looks like an FPS MMO. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with an FPS MMO. I've never been into FPS MMOs. I've never really played any of them though. But yeah, Destiny got marketed wrong. It wasn't marketed as an MMO because the MMO market is oversaturated and it's essentially dead. Yet somehow we keep getting new MMOs, it's weird. God damn it. I mean, that's kind of my take on it as someone who hasn't played it. And if I did play it, I wouldn't look at it as this, like, the same way the people who bought it on release did. At all. Because I didn't follow the marketing, I didn't follow any of the stuff because I wasn't interested. I remember it was really hyped up. That's about all I know, to be honest. But I can say Destiny looks like a better MMO than Elder Scrolls Online. That I can say. Because you can actually play with people. But I haven't really played Elder Scrolls since the beta, because the beta turned me off of that MMO so fast. Oh my god. I don't understand how that's not like completely free to play with microtransactions. Borderlands is not an MMO though. Borderlands doesn't even have a good raid. And that's the difference. Borderlands is a very good multiplayer game, but it is not a massive multiplayer online experience. And I disagree that Destiny is disgraceful, but I understand the hate because it was marketed as like the next big thing, and it's really just WoW with guns. Like, and WoW has guns, but well, for an MMO it is, because you either have to make money off of it somehow, since it has to exist somehow. The company is making money off of this long-standing game. It's hard to do that when it has no profits. So for a company like a company like Nexon, who only makes free-to-play MMOs, microtransactions are a necessity because without them, they'd go under. Nexon wouldn't exist anymore. Because sure, you have these wonderful games, but they're making no money off of them. At best, they're making ad money off their website, but most MMO players only visit the website when they're downloading the game or something went wrong. And that's it. So it would be very little. Not enough to sustain servers and patches and updates. So there'll never be a truly free MMO, and I'm fine with that because companies have to make their money somehow. But like for a single player experience or a game you've already paid for, I can see no microtransactions easily, because why? You already got your upfront money. If it's an MMO with a subscription, you're getting that too. Why microtransaction? Sort of kicking a dead horse. And blatantly showing that you aren't that interested in your product as much as well, you're kind of showing that your product isn't your actual product. It's your customer's wallet. You're interested about that product. But that's like when we're talking about single player games with or non-MMOs with microtransactions. And like subscription-based games with microtransactions and shit like that. It's upsetting, but I mean, I just got killed. Scrolls Online is it's the definition of a AAA title is just a title with a huge amount of money backing it. And ZeniMax made Scrolls. ZeniMax is a huge MMO company. So it would be one of the few AAA MMO titles. Scrolls had bad marketing and bad business plans. It's also not a very good game, and I'm sure that had to do with the ZeniMax. I don't really know who's to blame for the game being subpar. But, yeah. The only real definition of AAA is it costs a lot of money to make. Now, the exact amount of money is debatable, but yeah. Scrolls Online was probably one of the biggest insults in MMOs in a while, because it was like, okay, you're gonna pay us $60 so that you can play the game. Okay, that's fine. Guild Wars does that, and there's no subscription. Microtransactions are minimal, and most of them don't matter. Guild Wars 2, so it's fine. Guild Wars 2 is an example of a not-in-your-face system that works. Like, if you want to support us and maybe get some extra cosmetic stuff, maybe some extra shit outside of cosmetics that doesn't really affect your character too much, support us. But it's not in your face about it. In fact, I didn't even know there was a microtransaction shop for the longest time. And I had used it once to support them by buying like an extra character slot or something. I don't remember, honestly. I'm dead again. Wonderful. Elder Scrolls was like, we're gonna take these $60. You're also gonna pay us $15 a month, which, you know, fine. WoW does that. You pay $40 each time an expansion comes out, then you have to pay $15 to play. They didn't have microtransactions before that, which before recently, but even current microtransactions aren't too bad because they aren't in your face about it, and they're all cosmetic. None of them help your character or your account at all. So I'm fine with the, except for the character boost, which is a controversial character shot, like top item. I'm not gonna get into that though. So, you know, another business model that works, the subscription base. It's fine. But then Elder Scrolls had the, like, the Nexon model of microtransactions. Buy your character slots, buy your races, buy your, well, race. Buy gear, I think. Maybe it was like mounts or something. It's bad. Like, if you put the Nexon model in, oh my god. Run. In anything that isn't free to just play, you're doing it wrong. Because the Nexon model is the mobile model. It's basically the model mobile games have been molded on. You can do all this shit the hard way, or you can pay for it. It's been going on since 2002 or earlier gaming. People didn't really complain about it until about 5 years ago. Which is funny. It's been going on for almost 15 years, if not longer. I've known about it for about 13 years. But I didn't really hear complaints about it, major complaints about it, until about 5 years ago.
What was that? Now you're mine. Easily.
Well, I'm sure they had a say in how much it cost and what was put in it because it's their IP. How much say, I don't know. I know they shouldn't have given it to ZeniMax, but I mean it's better than giving it to Sony Online Entertainment. You can always do worse. I'm just gonna let them fight for a while, and... Oh, they're done. Wonderful. But yeah, I mean, I won't let them cry ignorance because it is their IP. But they didn't develop it either. So, whatever. I'm just surprised that game still has a $60 buy-in. Like, they got rid of the subscription, which is cool. Probably increase the numbers, but a $60 buy-in is still too much for that game, unless they fixed. The biggest thing they needed to fix was their party system. That was god awful in how it worked. If they fixed that, then as an MMO, it could have some excuse. It could have an excuse to exist. But when you botch your multiplayer section of your game, and it's a multiplayer game, you've done something wrong. So. But you know, that's kind of the nature of the beast. And I got into MMOs via free-to-play models. Specifically RuneScape and then MapleStory. Which, if you start MMOs with those two games, you wouldn't complain about the microtransactions in MMO gaming, because RuneScape is one of the best examples of basically forcing your players to start paying you money, because eventually you... Now granted, it would take a really long time with RuneScape to force you to pay in order to continue, because there's a lot of grinding you can do in that game to stay free for a long time. And then MapleStory is Well, at the time it started, it wasn't, but it's the very definition of the mobile's pay-to-win microtransaction model, where you either grind forever or you buy it. And it's been doing that since about 2009 or 2000. I want to say about 2008, 2009. Maybe sooner. Well, actually, yeah, it's been doing it since about 2006. Hi, how's it going? I haven't seen the newer two, and I haven't played any of them. I've watched some Five Nights at Freddy, and I've watched a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy 3, so I guess I have seen a little bit of it. I don't really have an opinion on it because I don't play many horror games. I need to because I don't typically play them because when I play games, I play with my speakers, and it's not scary when you're like doing shit and all your noise is coming out of a speaker. It's hard to get into it. That being said, I always get like I also don't consider jump scares scary because they're just shock. Shock isn't really scare, it's shock. Shock value type stuff. You jump, you laugh, you go on. That being said, I would play Five Nights at Freddy's on stream if I had it. I don't. Eventually I'll get it. I plan on playing an Amnesia eventually once I clear out my list of shit I want to do. Because I've never played Amnesia. My friends really wanted me to get into it, and when I tried playing it once, it wasn't interesting because I tried with speakers. And it really wasn't that interesting. Now when I play on stream, I use this headset. Everything comes through the headset, so it'll be a little bit easier to feel it. The horror genre is one I haven't really jumped into because I'm not a fan of the zombie genre, which is a subgenre of horror, and that's the biggest subgenre of horror. Other than jump scares, I typically don't find things that scary. Not things in the horror genre anyway, because I go in expecting it. And yeah, I use speakers instead of a headset. My friends have always told me I need to switch when I'm playing Amnesia, and I didn't do it because why? But since I use a headset for casting, it seems like a perfect time to try and get into the genre. Just not with zombie games. Because it's really hard for me to like zombie stuff. The zombie subgenre, movies, television shows, games, I've never really been that into it. I don't understand the appeal. I mean, I like the classic zombie movies like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead. Or was it Dawn? It might be. No, it's Dawn of the Dead. Those classic zombie movies. I also like the zombie satire, Shaun of the Dead. But that's a comedy. It is easy to like something that makes fun of the situation. But yeah, like I don't typically hate things. Usually when I go in, it's just okay. And I don't typically dislike things either, because if I don't like it, I try to find something that's good in it. But with the zombie genre, especially Resident Evil, I can't find anything because I don't understand the appeal of it. Especially Resident Evil. Other zombies, I can get something out of it. Not that series. And it saddens me because my friends really want me to play Resident Evil 4. And I'll probably never do it. So yeah. But there are several reasons why I don't get Resident Evil 4. Or Resident Evil 4, the Resident Evil series. But that's neither here nor there. Another series I'd like to get into, oh yeah, like, I never prejudge something. Well, I try not to. Because I stopped myself, as I was saying. I never prejudge things, because I literally just prejudged the Resident Evil series. Based on what I've seen in the movies and a couple of, like, gameplay videos. But I've never actually played them. So, I try not to prejudge things. It's hard for me to do that with the zombie genre. But yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's, I was like, this doesn't look like something I'd be into, but let's... I've never turned off a stream just because they switched to that game. Or I've never, like, been shy to look at videos of that game because I'm still curious. It's always more interesting to see what the game looks like and make your judgment after that. And it's something I still can't judge because I've seen it and it looks fun, but I haven't played it. It's a game where, like, I can't make a solid judgment until I've actually played it. But it did look really interesting. And it looked like a surprisingly complex game that wasn't a point and click, in it, like a point and click puzzle game that really only uses the mouse. Like that, I like that. And I want to know more. Eventually I will. I did find it interesting that they got 3 games out in like less than 3 years, or was it 3 years? I don't even know. But considering their size and they don't have to deviate from the formula too much, it makes sense. But it's commendable if all 3 of the games are pretty good and they were able to get them out in less than 3 years. Or however long it was. It was surprisingly short, that's all I remember. Because the Assassin's Creed series can't even do that. Now that's a series I'm prejudging based on reviews, because I haven't finished, like, even really started it. But based on Unity, I think it's a safe assumption. And it still blows my mind that Ubisoft won't slow down the Assassin's Creed games because the fans are demanding it. I'd like to meet those people. Because everybody I've met wants the games to stop. Well, not after 4, but they want it to slow down, for sure. Everybody I've met and talked to, anyway. But yeah. Only reason I haven't actually gotten into Assassin's Creed, because I own all the way through 3. I want to get 4 just because it's the only one that's based on pirates, and I've always wanted an MMO or even a multiplayer game where you play in a group that manages a ship, like boat. And everybody has a job based on actual boats, and then you like either just sail the seas and do boat things like traders, navy, pirate, whatever, or they do like battles. Like either one would be fine as long as it's like party on party boat action. And I kind of got that with Guns of Icarus Online, but that's like fucking blimps. It's not the same. And Eve kind of does something similar, but I've never played Eve, so I can't really make that assumption. But it still wouldn't matter because it's spaceships, not boats. I want a pirate MMO. I have Guns of Icarus and I've played it, and I actually just brought it up. It's not the same. It's not a pirate ship. I've always wanted a game where I could just be like the guy who sits in the crow's nest and looks for shit to do. Or like the helmsman, or the guy who fucking, I don't know, even. The concept of getting a group of people to just run a boat and do boat things has always fascinated me, because it sounds like an interesting idea, and at the same time it doesn't, because if you made it into like an MMO where you could be like a trader or a pirate or naval forces or whatever type of boat you want to be, it does kind of sound like a weird idea on paper. And yeah, I still want to see it happen. It's like the dream game that I'll always want, but I'll never get. The closest they've come to it, from what I've heard, is Assassin's Creed 4.
We've got small looking to protect
Which upsets
yourself
me.
or deal some damage.
Because I won't play Assassin's Creed 4 until I've played all the ones before it. Yeah, and that's exactly what I want, is to be the other guys. And you kind of brought up the point people would make as to why it will never get made. My friends never brought up that point. They usually just said there are other games that aren't boats. That no, it has to be boats. You're not understanding.
Good doing business with you.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun mostly. Hard work. Mister, could you spare a coin?
But I mean, you kind of have to have that dream game, because when it finally comes out, you like orgasm continuously until you get it, and then you orgasm continuously until you finish it. And A pirate ship simulator is exactly that for me. Like, the moment they announce that is going to be the day I follow it, like, stalkerishly.
Brothers and sisters of the circle.
And then the moment I get it, I'll never play another game for like a month.
This man has endured, has challenged, and has shown his valor. Who will speak for him? I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us. Would you raise
I missed a
your
break,
shield
so we'll just wait until the next break.
I would stand at his back, that the world might never
Because I've just been
overtake us.
enjoying sitting here talking,
And would you raise your sword
and
in his honor? It stands ready to meet
kind
the
of
blood
doing
his foes.
companion quests,
And
or
would
a
you read
quest,
the month
rather.
in his name? I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in his stories. Then the judgment of this soul
Aye.
is complete. His heart beats with fury and courage that have united the companions since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may
But yeah.
tremble at the call.
It shall be so.
Well, boy, you're one of us now.
Well, that's why it should be in the game, so that you can experience it without having to do it yourself.
It means living
That would be cool too,
glory,
like
deal
manning
with
a
problems
submarine.
head on. Leave whispers sneaking into the government's way of fighting.
Are you feeling all right?
I would enjoy a
I've
game
heard
like that.
The Jarl of... It seems that someone's got to head out there and take care of the beasts. I knew we could count on you. Get it taken care of right away. Nobody wants an animal left roaming around in their place. Blood.
Another one I want, not as much as the pirate ship, but there is a spaceship game I want, where it's like, essentially like set in the Star Trek universe, where, and they almost get this right with Star Trek Online's Starship section of the game, but I'd rather they like cut everything land related out and just stick you in a starship with a bunch of people that are already playing, and then like you have to rise through the ranks of like ensign, lieutenant commander, commander, captain, admiral, whatever. If they would add admiral, I would be fine with just those ranks, and you just do shit that you would do in the starship, like Next Generation. Like there would be someone who mans the comm or the helm or do the like first officer duties, and they could leave a little bit of away team thing stuff in there for the people who don't really have like a real job on the ship, like security and the first officer and stuff. But I'd love to see that. And then you like that would be how you handle like group PvP and stuff. You manage this big group ship together, and it would make it feel more epic. Essentially the same concept as the pirate ship, just in the Star Trek universe. And I'm sure somebody's thought of that and tried to do it and failed, but I'd like to see it happen. Because that's a concept that would be too much of a moneymaker not to try. Even if they canceled it. Because it's the Star Trek universe and it's... That sounds fun. And I mean, we have tons of games like that already. Like EVE and STO, Star Trek Online. And a lot of flight simulator type games. But yeah. There aren't many that focus on the running of your vehicle. Because once you get past like the size of a car or a tank, they don't care anymore. The developers see it as, and a lot of gamers see it as, it's too much hassle to like, or too menial, too low, not interesting to attempt that. But I mean, there's a fan base for Farming Simulator. There would be a fan base for like, and probably a big enough fan base to actually make it successful. Pirate ship battles, spaceship battles, stuff like that, where you're actually manning the ship. But I mean, I kind of get why it doesn't exist yet. At least not to that extent. I mean, there are games like Guns of Icarus, which Guns of Icarus should be an example as to why we need a pirate ship game. Because that game is, it kind of died and then trading cards came out for it and it was resurrected. And I don't know where it is now because I haven't played it since then. But yeah, that was a fairly successful ship simulator, in essence. So if not that, why not? If that can work, why not something else? Yeah. And at that point, the designers just go like, well, we'll just show it from the outside because they can't really man it, so they'll essentially get the omniscient control style that we're used to, where we see it from the outside and we control it from the outside, and we basically have control over everything, which is okay. It works, otherwise we wouldn't have it. But I'd love the realistic approach, at least once. Even if the game like bombed, it would be out there for me to like experience it. Cause hell, they've done it with tank simulators. Tanks don't get manned by one person.
How do you feel?
Some of them have gone terribly, like that Connect game. But at least they're there, so you can try them.
I've heard out with it. Not bad, not bad. Still eager. He has something special planned for you. Better talk to him.
Skyr. But yeah.
I've been tending to the warriors of your Basker for as long as I can remember.
I don't know, I think it's like, my thinking might be like one of the reasons the video game crash that really wasn't that big of a crash based on
but it's not for everyone to hear. Meet me in the Underforge.
people who grew up on that time.
We will speak more.
At that time.
I forget that you've never seen it.
I understand it was a crash
Door is
because
hidden, but I will show
like
you.
Atari essentially was destroyed because of that.
I'll take my leave then. Not now. The Underforge tonight.
I don't know where I was. Oh yeah, people with like the idea is to just make everything. That way it's there. Probably why that happened.
I see everything.
Well, it can't be worse than making an assassin game every year for 30 years. Or a zombie game every fucking half a year. No, it's not even like that. Like, there are so many zombies. And last year, has it even been a year since the big, like, fucking zombie explosion of, like, H1Z1 and Dying Light and all that? Happened all at the same time. It was the saddest month.
The Underforge tonight.
For me, anyway. Because I do like to watch a lot of
Tonight. Not now.
Twitch.
Underforge tonight. Not now. The Underforge tonight.
But when it was all zombies, it really bothered me.
Not now. The Underforge tonight.
Is it too late? And yeah, they didn't do Assassins in Assassin's Creed. Well, it's funny because ninjas and assassins kind of go
I think you might be sick.
hand in hand in some cases. But haven't they basically said they aren't doing a Japan Assassin's Creed? Where they've dodged that request for years. Which is where the ninjas would come in.
Not now. The Underforge tonight. Ayala will be joining us shortly. Once she's inside.
Thank you.
Are you prepared? This is no test, new blood. This is a gift. Come inside.
Hi.
We do this in secret because Kodlak is too busy trying to throw away this great gift we've been granted.
Yeah.
He thinks we've been cursed, but we've been blessed. How can something that gives this kind of
I
promise
don't know.
be a curse? So we take matters into our own hands.
It's kind of
To reach
funny
the
though.
heights of the companions, you must join with us in the shared blood.
Is there so few games I get like
Are you
really
prepared to
hyped
join our
about?
spirit with the beast world, friend?
And I haven't been really excited about a game release since this one, and I'm glad I haven't.
Very well.
Because And this really goes for most people. If you get too excited about something, the chances of it living up to those expectations are very, very low. And I kind of like this werewolf model. It's not the best werewolf model ever, but I mean, it's better than the fabled Balverines. Kill more guards! Oh, no, they killed me. Damn.
Well,
But yeah,
another maggot to squash.
basically,
my boot. Yours was not an easy transformation, but you're still alive, so congratulations. We even have a
I had
celebration.
only played Oblivion before this game.
There's a pack
That's
of
important
werewolf
to know.
hunters camped nearby at Gallows Rock.
No, I played Oblivion and
So
Fallout
what
3.
I think you've met them before. We're going to slaughter them. All of them. Lead on.
And it's
Yours
funny
already
because of
started.
all the Bethesda games, Fallout 3 is probably my favorite. And I haven't played that yet on cast.
Until next time.
Eventually I will, because I just threw that out there. And now I have to. But, so yeah, I didn't really have much experience with Bethesda. I didn't understand their patterns and how they like released games. I do now. You really can't you can't hype yourself up because Bethesda doesn't go above and beyond. They never have and they never will. Well, anymore. I think their above and beyond was Morrowind, because they went from Daggerfall to Morrowind, and it's hard not to go above and beyond when you're switching from the old like MS-DOS style to modern style gaming.
This should be good.
But yeah, when I played Skyrim, because all I had played is Fallout 3 and Oblivion, all I could think about was how similar it was to Oblivion. So all of my hype sort of died very, very fast. Well, I still enjoyed the game. If I didn't, I wouldn't be playing it right now. I always enjoyed the unfolded story of the Oblivion Guilds and main quest more. And by far, when comparing the DLCs, I would, for me, Shivering Isles alone crushes everything Skyrim has. Personally. Actually, if I was to really think about it, Shivering Isles, if that was a standalone thing, that would be my favorite Bethesda game. But it isn't.
Look at this. Cowards must have locked the place down after speed. Charged in. You can taste the fear.
Yes, horse armor. I actually have that because I have the Game of the Year edition. But again, I got into Elder Scrolls after like 2010. So Oblivion already had a Game of the Year edition out, and or no, it was 2009 or 8 because it wasn't when I was finishing high school. It was the year before that. Shivering Isles is the expansion. Full expansion, not like Dragonborn or Dawnguard, a real expansion.
There's a dead one, isn't there?
Dragonborn would be the closest to Shivering Isles. And Dragonborn is kind of an expansion, but
Some can't separate the animals. Go fair.
Dragonborn was so uninteresting though.
We should keep moving.
I could not get into the Dragonborn character. The most interesting thing I found about that expansion
Surprised they keep vermin.
was that Hamius Mara was in it.
Over here.
But I think it's because by that point I had tried Dark Souls. So I was on the why can't Bethesda do melee combat well? Thought process, which I've gotten over that since then. But it's still a valid question. But yeah, the Shivering Isles was a great expansion. Especially if you like Sheogorath. Like if you enjoy Sheogorath, who is my favorite Daedric Prince, though. Because comedy is my favorite genre of movies, anything. I love to watch comedians. I love to watch comedy movies. I enjoy anything comedy, even if it's shitty comedy. So Sheogorath was exactly what I was looking for. In this series. And then they made an expansion about him. And that expansion made me so happy. I haven't played it in so long. When I do eventually play Oblivion on this cast, I am going to be so happy when I get to do the Shivering Isles. The Knights DLC was also really good. I like that more than like to compare them. Dragonborn is this game's expansion, and Dawnguard would be more like a big DLC. So you would be comparing that to like the Knight DLC in Oblivion, and I like the Knight DLC more than Dawnguard. But this game had a darker approach to DLC. Like everything was I didn't marry in my first playthrough. I don't usually marry ever, so... I usually don't stick with Lydia though, as my housecarl. I pick somebody else. Usually. Just depends on if I want to become Thane everywhere. I don't remember all their names.
We're getting
'Cause,
close.
it's been a while since I used a housecarl at all.
They call her the Sky-
Because the last 3 characters I made, are ones where I adopted the do a bunch of shit before I actually start doing shit, like leveling. Which makes the game harder when you're trying to level your fucking attacks and shit. But yeah. So I would level my enchanting early. As one of the things I leveled early. And I would just make a bunch of carry weight gear. And then you don't really need a housecarl after that. You dick. Ow. I wish that archer was dead. Oh god. Hi. Oh, what? What? No! No. Oh god, run. Oh god, run. Oh god, run. Oh man, that ruins the RP. I never used wolf. Even if I die. Never. I don't have any more potions, so this is an issue. I was really hoping there'd be something in here. Damn it. Oh fuck, there we go. Resourcefulness. Okie dokie.
Somehow they managed to kill Skior. He was one of the strongest we had, but numbers can overwhelm. He should not have come without a shield.
Also, when you level stamina,
Get out
you
of
get
here. I'm
5
going to
carry
make
weight,
sure we got the
something
last
like that.
and see if there's any
So
information to
eventually, you
on us.
don't need your house
I
Carl
have work to do.
for that reason.
Silverhand will tremble at our sight.
I completely forgot about that, because that's the thing I learned recently.
Until next time, have you been I've been hearing a group of them is Run fast, my friend.
Like, literally my last playthrough I realized I was getting, carry weight by leveling stamina. I had no idea. I missed you? Okay. Oh, that's not the door I want to go. I always get lost on my way back. Ow. Do 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 do. Oh, there's my book. Okay. Damn. That kind of upsets me that I didn't look for that. Yeah, they can. I only carry health potions because I'm not very bright, I guess. I know that the other ones are useful, but fuck it. I'm not really a potions master. I did go the wrong way. I like to make health potions because it keeps me from spending money on them, but health potion ingredients are fucking a bitch to come by. Because I don't remember what they all are. There's like 4 of them, and one of them is a Daedra heart. And that's the only one I remember. I have a cat sitting over there on my bed, playing with
You got
catnip mess.
looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Well, that's kind of how I am with RPGs, but like turn-based RPGs specifically. Like, well, I should save these elixirs because I want them for the final battles, and then you never use them. Like almost every potion has a use. It's just, are you willing to actually find it? $48 gold.
Good doing business.
Like I could carry around a bunch of fucking fortified two-handed weapon potions, but I would never remember to use it. And that's an important distinction to make. Dwarven metal ingots. I don't have that. And I don't just keep potions because I'd never remember to use them. But they're always the hardest things to sell, because until you get your speech up high, like, nobody buys them. And you can get so many just piled into your inventory.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, like, so many potions just pile into my inventory that, and I only go to one city, and that's probably the reason, because I don't like go out looking for places to sell my shit. Oh, god damn it. I probably should have looked at that first, because I could have made gauntlets.
Yeah. Take a look.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a really bad habit in Bethesda games to never just buy things. I always have to make sure I'm never losing money. And it's a terrible, terrible habit. When did she die? Huh? Free shit.
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Take a good look around. I'm sure
Okay,
you'll
we're
find
gonna
food.
finish emptying out my inventory.
So you're an
And then we
alchemist
really
then?
need to take the break because I haven't taken one in 2 hours. And I kind of need to. Why did I look at... I don't know.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I should be wearing that.
Do come back.
138. Okay, I can put that. Get that so that I can power attack more. And get this for more armor. Okay. Unfortunately, more armor doesn't really help me because I need magic resistance. Okay, so I haven't taken a break in 2 hours. And I need to. So we're going to take this break.